What is up, my little YouTubers? It's been such a long time since I made a video. I can't lie, I did get wrapped up into some boy drama during Mercury retrograde. Probably not the best thing to be doing, especially when you're on a healing journey, but it just happened and I was going with it and I was having a good time, I was having fun, but there was a lot of moments and a lot of wounds that came through, but also like the person that I was seeing has been going through a lot of stuff as well, so there was just a lot of this. And yeah, so now we're here back on YouTube making videos. Yay. So yeah, I took 3 days to myself and I did like a little solo adventure to Block Island. And now I'm back in my element, trying to get back into that Empress energy. And yesterday was just a very hard time. I was calling them the depression demons kind of took over. The weather was bad. I was just going through it. I feel like I have been going through it the last few days. But, we always get out of it and we always make it through. We always come out stronger than ever before. So sometimes we just have to let the emotions come through us, move through us. And then, they kind of just go away. So it's like that anxiety, that, being in that mental headspace and whatnot, like you kind of just have to go through it, allow the emotions to move through it and kind of look at it at a higher perspective. Like becoming the observer of your thoughts and what's going on in your head, as opposed to being so wrapped up into it. And I could tell, like yesterday, I was getting wrapped up into it. And then today I was like, you are the observer. Like you are just here in a human body, observing what is going on and whatnot. Like you don't have to attach to these emotions. You don't have to attach to somebody and have somebody fill the void and be codependent on somebody. Like you don't need to do it. Like you are whole and you are safe within yourself and who you are as a person, and you're able to just make it all about you. Like you are allowed to do that. And you are allowed to find that happiness within. And that is like an important lesson that I always have to remember, is that happiness always comes within me and not from an outside source or an outside person. So we're still learning. We are still learning. But when I was in Block Island, I was able to just listen to my thoughts and be able to find some sort of clarity within my brain, because I was losing that. And I was journaling and I came up with, I was channeling and journaling, and I was like, oh my God, I just found my next YouTube video. And it's all about just having faith, trusting in God's plan, surrendering to the plan, because your life can literally just change on a dime. Somebody can just walk into your life and your whole everything just switches. And that's kind of what I've been feeling these last 4 weeks. Like my life is changing. Like there are things that are shifting, things that are purging, things that are clearing. And then this new person came in, and I probably was not ready for that new energy because I still needed to work on myself. But it completely changed my life in a very short blip of time. Um, so, honestly, you might think you have it all figured out. You might think you have a plan, how it's going to be, who it's going to be with. And you might think that you know what to do and where to go. And, but God will show you differently. He really will. He honestly goes, oh, you thought that was the way? Just kidding. You're going to go this way. And I have a better plan for you. And it's very hard to trust in that plan when you're so wrapped up in your mental space and you're dealing with the depression demons and you're trying to, grasp, and that codependency starts to take over. It's really hard to trust in that plan. But once you just let go, fully release, fully surrender to the divine plan, the divine everything, you just don't have any more worries, and you can kind of just flow and go with life and find that happiness, find that peace, keep that nervous system regulated. We don't have to control, and other people have free will, so the only person that you really need to be focusing on is yourself, because that's who you have in the end. When everything goes away and you have nothing, the only thing you have is within you. And that's why it's important to surrender and just have blind faith that everything is going to work out for you. And the thing that I've been telling myself recently is just, God, show me how good it's going to get. Please just show me how good it gets. Because sometimes we get wrapped up in the suffering, and that's not what life is meant to be. We're not meant to suffer. We're meant to be happy. Yes, we go through suffering. Yes, we go through these things, but these are just lessons, tests, and things that we just need to be working through in order to get to that next space and time. Like into the next timeline, into the next wave of life, wherever that's taking you. But yes, and now I have, talked myself up into that, and, I just feel more grounded and, not trying to buy into fantasies. And it's always good to get away from the chaos and the toxicity and pull yourself away from it so that you can gain mental clarity. That's why I always love doing solo adventures, because I learn so much more about who I am and what and who, I just learn different parts of me. And that is the best. Jets running around in the background. But yes, I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, staying grounded, super important. And just, learning more about yourself and who you are and how you handle situations. It's all important, for self-growth. I know it's hard to be alone. It's hard to be with your brain and your thoughts. But it's actually so healing. It's important. It's important. So I'm just gonna keep staying completely in my truth and one with God, and just surrender and allow Him to bring all of the things that are meant for me, and allow, the chaos to dissipate from my life so that I can keep that peace and solidarity. So, yeah, a lot of things I've been learning, a lot of things I've been working through, and I've known this, but sometimes we have to go through situations in life in order to, anchor it within our bodies and actually like anchor it in the earth, especially as like a healer and a light worker. So, yeah, I think that's all I have to say today. So, moral of the story, find your peace, find your solitude. It's okay to be alone and sit with your thoughts and allow the chaos and toxicity to dissipate from your life, because it's important. We need to not carry that within us. It's not good for, the earth. It's not good for, the universal energies. So yeah, just allow everything to come, move through you, sit with it, process, and know that everything always works out for your highest good. All right, I think that's all I had to say today, but I'm glad to be back. I'll talk to you guys soon. Mwah.